Okay. So welcome, ladies. I'm so glad you could join us tonight. I'm glad you can join us tonight. Started right call. I just wanted to make sure that you have the right tools and resources to get started in this business on the right foot. So this is a Fashionably Fit team call, and we're under the umbrella of Luminous Nation and Leadwell Legacy. So you'll be added to those team pages, just so you know. We have coaches from all different backgrounds. We have teachers, full-time students, police officers,
Can you have a
retail people that have retail backgrounds, supermarket owners, and Madeline, give me that. Give me that. Oh, hold
Stop,
on.
please. Stop.
And
No, this is Daddy.
And we have stay-at-home moms who are looking for supplemental income, like myself. All of these coaches come from all walks of life. We all have different levels of education, and we're all at different points in our fitness journey. That's the good part about it. Not everyone, and we're not all going to be targeting the same people, And we all, oh my God, my daughter is testing me right now. She's touching like the power button on every electronic thing. Like,
just so you guys know, Alexia's here training with us.
Mommy, tell me.
Madeline.
Hi.
Marco, please. Hi.
Hi.
So, like I said, we're all at different levels in our fitness, and we're all, there's someone for everyone. So basically, you signed up by either buying a challenge pack, or you upgraded your customer account, and now you're a business owner. You're your very own CEO, so congratulations. So I just wanted to say that this is such an amazing and unique opportunity. Like, for very low startup costs, you have your own online business. You don't have a boss looking over your shoulder. It's not an actual store that you have to go and open, at 7 o'clock in the morning and be there till all hours of the night. Come here, Mommy. Come here.
Tell Daddy to give you a pen.
Come here. Yeah, you're gonna.
Can you please tell Daddy to give you a pen?
You don't have any product to keep inventory. There's a lot of other MLMs out there that you have to actually have inventory on hand. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about shipping anything. The biggest part of this business is that it has a lot to do with you being self-motivated and doing things on your own, because you don't have a boss or she's faking it. Madeline, please, Mommy, please. You don't have a boss or a babysitter that's going to be watching over you. So what is this getting started right call? It's just a call where we're going to discuss all the tools you need to know to set you up for success. So if you're feeling frazzled or overwhelmed, that's okay. We all felt that way in the beginning. It's perfectly normal. So let's get started.
Can I have yours?
I'm going to share my screen.
Hurry, Mommy.
It's okay.
Oh,
Babe, can you give her a pen?
Marco.
Oh, Daddy's going to give you a pen.
Madeline's, cut it off.
Okay,
so as you know, there's no overhead. Mommy, please. Look, they're watching.
Where's her?
They're watching you, and they're saying, "Who's that bad little girl?" There's no overhead cost in this business. All we pay is about $17 a month, and that's to cover our coach fees. And those $17 pays for the upkeep and the maintenance of your personal websites. You get 3 of them. And it pays for all the shipping, like I said, and the 24/7 customer service that Beachbody provides to their customers and coaches. So, first thing you need to know is your coach ID. When you sign up in this business, everyone is assigned their own personal identification number. And this is pretty much like your social security number. Anytime that you're going to need to get in touch with Beachbody for any reason, you're going to need that number. because they need to verify that you are you. So make sure that you write it down. If you're like me and you don't remember a lot of things, take a screenshot of it or write it down in your phone. But that's a really important number.
Sorry, Mommy.
Like I mentioned, you're given 3 personal websites, and you can see them here. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have beachbodycoach.com / and then it's whatever your username is. So if you put like Cindy the Coach, it's beachbodycoach.com / Cindy the Coach. Then you have a Shakeology website, which would be the same, and myultimatereset.com / your username. So these are the sites that if someone, wants to purchase something and they want you to be their coach, you would give them one of these sites, most likely the beachbodycoach.com site, and it'll take them directly to your site and they can purchase things and they'll automatically be linked to you. They'll have you as a coach. The next section is my coach support team. So, now that you're a coach, that doesn't mean that you're alone. You're part of a family, and it's literally a huge family of coaches. I've been a coach for almost 2 years. I started my fitness journey back in December of 2012. I was 4 months postpartum. During my pregnancy, I had gestational diabetes and was told that if I didn't get healthy and lose weight, I would have it for good. And, just a little background info, my grandmother had type 2 diabetes, and she died from complications of it literally the day before I gave birth to my daughter.
Mommy, I can't
So,
see. Mommy,
that was my push. I was not going to let diabetes get the best of me, because now I had 2 kids that I have to be strong and live for, So I started my first challenge with Shailene Extreme, and I lost 25 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So I actually had a long maternity leave. I took, because with my first son, I only took the 9 weeks, and I felt like that was like a crime to go back after 9 weeks. So with my daughter, I took 20 weeks. So when I went back to work, literally 1 month after I went back after returning, they let me go. So yeah, after returning from mat leave, I was let go. I was unemployed, and I was 1 month into my challenge. I was losing weight. I was feeling great. I'm like, I'm going to continue. So, 8 months later, I decided, let me sign up as a coach for the discount. I'm unemployed. I could use the discount, and I want to drink Shakeology every day, so I might as well just sign up. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, wait a second. My unemployment's going to end in a couple of months. Like, I have this opportunity sitting here. Like, let me do something with it. Because people were asking me, like, what are you doing? Like, you look so great. And, like, I want to do what you're doing. And I'm like, I'm missing this opportunity. I have it sitting right here in my lap. So I decided in January of 2014 to start working my business. And since then, I've never looked back. So that's just a little background info on me. And everyone in this business has their story, their reason why they signed up. Like I said, you're not alone, and we all have a sponsoring coach. My sponsor coach is Audrey. Marco, stop. My sponsor coach is Audrey Diaz-Robles, and you'll see her in the page. But, and I'm Reina's sponsoring coach, and Reina's yours. The role of a sponsoring coach is to mentor you, guide you, set example, and to be there for you, not to hold your hand, but to be there for you, because you and only you are responsible for your business, for the success or the failure of your own business. It is what you make of it, basically. Mm-hmm. So the next column you'll see, it says Diamond Coach and Star Diamond Coach. In some cases, this is the same person. For instance, the coaches I sponsor will see my name in all 3 categories, but that's because, that's the rank that I'm currently a Star Diamond Coach, but that wasn't always the case. As your business grows, you have the potential to rank and give yourself a pay raise. I don't know if you know of any other company that's the same way, that you can give yourself a pay raise whenever you want. Like,
No.
that doesn't really exist, but
No.
and literally, sky's the limit, because, you know, if you're just looking, it depends on the type of coach that you want to be. If you're just looking to make an extra $50 a week to cover your tank of gas, or to cover your MTA ticket or whatever, then that's fine. But if you're looking to possibly replace your, you know, your full-time income, then, you know, there's different ways to get there. You just have to map it out. We can help you map that out. The next spot here is coach relations. That number is really important. You should save it in your phone. Again, if you have any issues, or even if you want to change your Shakeology flavor or whatever, or you have a customer whose order hasn't shipped, you want to check the status, any reason, that's the number to call. And again, you should have your coach ID number on hand. There's also in the back office an FAQs section, and there's literally, you could just type in your question, and for the most part, you'll find an answer there. Okay, so section 2 is get and stay connected. Social media is huge in this company. Obviously, it's a network marketing business. You know, it's done mostly online through social media. And with that being said, you know, the company is really big, and they have a big social media, like they're out there. They have a Facebook page that you could go on and get, you know, up-to-date updates on programs and products. They have a Twitter account. They have their own website and Instagram. They have a YouTube channel, which comes in really handy, because you could ask, and you could find anything pretty much. Like, they have great videos on how to earn income, or how to rank advance, or how to set placement. Anything that you have questions on, you could go to their YouTube channel, and you're most likely going to find it there. Or even if you wanted to find the video on a program that they're, you know, a new program that's coming out, you could go to their YouTube channel and find it there too. As a coach, you should go and request to join the Beachbody Champions group on Facebook. And that's a Beachbody coach group on Facebook. God, Madeline, put that box back right now. Put it back. This girl is so bad. We have the National Wake Up Call, is an awesome resource. This is a great way to hear tips and tricks from the top coaches in the company. And so it's every Monday, and it's at 11 a.m. Eastern time. They have it here at 8 a.m., but that's Pacific. So it's at 11 a.m. If you cannot catch it live, you could always listen to the playback. They have a playback number. They also have a podcast, a free podcast that you can download. Guys, they have a free podcast that you can download, and you can literally go back and search, National Wake Up Calls from like years ago. Yeah, and it's great because it's from top coaches, and they're sharing their trips, their tricks and tips. And you can find anything. If you're having trouble with maybe challenge groups or how to invite people, you can find the National Wake Up Call for that. So use it. It's free, and it's there for you to learn. So you have that. And then we also have our team call, our Lead Well Legacy call, which is every Monday also, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern. And again, it's great to catch them live. Sometimes it's a phone call, or sometimes it's a webinar that you have to register for. But if for some reason you can't make it, you could catch the replay. Okay, so step 3 is set up your business. They have these great videos on how to set up your profile and your website and your back office. So you could click on the video portion and watch that. How to navigate your coach office website. The coach office we refer to as your back office, and that's pretty much like your office, you know, your virtual office for your business. So this is something that you're going to want to at least log in. You're going to want to log in at least once a day. And you're going to end up probably logging in more than that. but you go in and you check to see if you have any new customers, or if anyone has emailed you, or if you have any orders that are going to ship, or you want to check in with a customer to see, you know, how they're doing with Shakeology, and you know, like it's just a way to keep track of your customers and your business. So I would definitely recommend watching that video. And then the other video is the value of the Team Beachbody Club, and that's not Team Beachbody Club. It gives you access to Beachbody On Demand, which is like Netflix for workouts, and it's awesome because you can literally like take your iPad with you on vacation and work out. You know,
Cindy, I have a question about that.
Sure.
Because I noticed that in my lab when that I noticed about the Team Beachbody Club. Can you explain a little bit about the advantages of that? Is it just the on demand, or are there other advantages?
There's
the Beachbody Club. It
gives you access to meal plans. Like you can go in there and customize a meal plan. And that comes in handy too as you start bringing in customers. And if they're like, I don't know what to eat, can you help me? You know, I weigh this much. Like you could figure out their caloric intake, and you could figure out like based on how much exercise they do and what they're looking to do. If they're looking to lose weight or build muscle, you can create a meal plan for them. It's a really cool tool that you have access to when you have that. You also have
Do you have to have the Beachbody Club access when you're a coach?
When you're a basic coach, you do not have to have it. But as you rank up to Emerald, you have to have it in order for Beachbody to reward you with like free leads, customer leads.
Okay.
Like a requirement. So as a new coach, you don't have to have it. But it's something that's billed quarterly. It's $39.
I just noticed it today. I think it was either 34 or 39, and that was why I had the question, because I was like, you know, it is quarterly, but it is 30 something. I just wanted to know what were the actual advantages of it. But as you know, like you said, as you rank up to Emerald and start getting leads, then I guess it starts paying off.
Yes, it definitely does. It starts once you're an Emerald. It's something that's a requirement. And also, you know, it gives you access to Beachbody On Demand, which as a coach is good to stay on top of like the new programs that are coming out. So through On Demand, they're always like leaking sneak peeks. Like right now they have the last month they had the size. So everyone was doing like that size workout, and it's good to get like, you know, you get customers are like, ooh, what is she doing? That's a new program. So it's good to keep you in the loop as to what's coming up. So the next step is to create an action plan, which is the second page of this business quick start. So Elena, you should fill that out and give that to, you know, like discuss it with Reina. Just basically like go over like your why, you know, why you became a Beachbody coach. I don't know if you looked over the second page yet.
No. Where do I access this?
Oh, I thought you had it. I can help you. I can help you look for it. It's gonna be available when you sign into the your office. It should be in the startup wizard, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Once you click on the startup wizard or getting started right, something like that on the left side, it'll take you through everything that you need to know. Bodies like direct training tips, including this business quick start document.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me see. I'm gonna make a. Actually, I'll send it. I'll also send it to you.
Okay.
Just in case. Where did I lose my? Okay. So, I'm getting a phone call now. Okay, so the next page is the next step is to complete the coach action plan. Hi. And that's just basically so that you can.
She calls her Fufa.
Mommy, this
Fufa from Cosa?
From Yoga Bagaba.
Yoga Bagaba.
mommy.
Yeah, that's Fufa.
So
Okay, but now you need to be quiet, okay?
the next page is the coach action plan, and that's just gonna get you to drill a little deeper and to get to the soul, the heart and soul, as to why you became a coach, like what you're looking to accomplish, and like what your goals are for the first month, the second month, and the third month, and like to write down what you're planning on putting in, what you're planning on investing in, like as far as like time and of yourself, and so that we can help you kind of like fine tune things and get you to your goals. So so that's step 4. Step 5 is to identify people to help. So, as a Beachbody coach, you want to start looking for people that you can help, join your challenge group. So there's different things in your back office that can help you do that. They have the memory jogger, which is just a list that, you could start writing down people who come to mind, hence the name memory jogger. And there's also the contact list, which is a great way to keep track of like who you contacted, what they said, when you should follow up. So these are great tools to have on hand. Step 6 is engage in training. In this business, it's all about learning. Knowledge is power. So you can never learn too much in this business. The first thing that you should do is create an account. To create a login for our Lead Well Mastery 15-day training. And basically, it's like every day there's a video that you have to watch, and it has like some notes that like for the day, and like extra videos that you can watch every day for 15 days. And you could take it at your pace if you want to do 1 video a day, or if you want to do 2 videos a day, or if you want to do 1 every other day. That's up to you. But you would go to leadwellmastery.com and create an account, and then you would start your training. And I would just recommend, like checking in with your sponsor coach, who is Reina, and like every day just being like, okay, today I finished day 1, and you could just leave your comment as to what you thought for the day or anything. Or even if you wanted to post it in the group that Reina's going to add you to, I finished day 1 and this is what I've learned. This is all about sharing, so, and there's no stupid questions at all, because we all went through it. So do not worry about asking questions, or even about asking them over and over again, because that happens. So there's also, the Coach Basics Participant Starter Guide. There's a Coach Basics, which is pretty much the 15-day training, but theirs is 30 days and ours is 15 days. So you have the option of either doing ours or theirs, or in both, or you could do them together. But yeah, always plug into trainings and things like that, especially when it's free and it's available to you. Just, plug in. In this business, you're going to hear a lot about this thing called the 3 vital behaviors. Like that's really, 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 really important. The first one being invite. It says invite as many people as you know every day. Invite people to join your challenge group. Have the courage to invite everyone you come in contact with. Invite them and then invite more. I'm not saying that you have to walk around and be that annoying person that's like, hey, join my challenge group. Hey, have you heard? Hey, I'm a coach. Like, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. But
I'm already doing it.
Yeah. That just means that you believe in what you're doing. And that's why it's so important. And in a lot of cases is to become a coach after you've been a challenger, because you trust the products, you believe in it, you see that it's working. So, you have conviction when you speak. And it's all about, inviting, but share what you've been through. People see it. So I'm sure you get questions. What are you doing? You look awesome. Yeah. So
that's the lunch time at work now.
Yeah. Or they're like, what are those containers? Yeah. So that's your opportunity to segue into, hey, I'm starting a challenge group, or my coach is starting a challenge group and we're looking for 3 people or whatever. That's your way to invite people. The next one is be proof that the product works. And that just means that you should be using the fitness programs. You know, if there's a new one coming out, you should try it. You know, Shakeology, you should be drinking it every day. You know, you should be a walking success story. You are your own billboard. Your body is your billboard for your own business. And if you're not living proof, like why would people want to, you know, why would they want you to be their coach?
Mhm.
So you have to walk the walk and talk the talk. That's basically what it is. And personal development. This is something that you're probably like, what is that? Homework? Like, what does that have to do with being a coach? But it's really important. You know, this is something you should be doing every day. You can read something. You can listen to audiobooks. You know, in the back office, there's a tab that's called Success on Demand. And they have free personal development there. Listening to the National Wake Up Call counts as personal development, actually business development. You know, plugging into your team calls, that's business development. Attending events like a summit and other trainings, that's also, you know, business development. This business is not always rainbows and unicorns and sunshines and happy days. You know, sometimes you're going to get a lot of people saying no, or you're going to get people who are haters and are being negative as to what you're saying. And that's where personal development comes in hand. Because not only as coaches do we work on our outsides, our physiques, but we're working on our insides. I know, Reina, you were saying that you feel like you personally are at a much better place in your life, right?
Definitely. I think I'd like to think that I'm very close to a 180 from when I first started, and for whatever, you know, for all the reasons that have developed for me. The universe placed you, Cindy, in my way, and I couldn't be any happier that I got this started. Elena and I, you know, we grew up together, and she knows a lot of my background. I did go through a lot of, you know, emotional baggage. I was very sad. I was very depressed, and I found this tool, you know, to these tools and the support, you know, to help me on my way to become the best person I can be, you know, and not just for me, but for others that are going through the same, you know, for different reasons, but that are having a difficult time and doing what they need to do for themselves. And I'm thankful for that every day. And that's one of my biggest whys, you know. Yeah, that's basically.
Well, that's you know, and that's as a result of like not only working on your fitness, but also on yourself and personal development. And one book that I recommend all new coaches get is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Like that.
I'm reading that now. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really, really good book. And they have it, they have it on audio too. So if you prefer to listen to it, you know, in the car or on the train when you're going to work, like it's an awesome book. And there's a bunch of free personal development in our team pages on Leadwell Legacy. There's a file tab I think it's called the Personal Development Vault. And there's free files that you can download.
Is that on Leadwell Mastery?
Leadwell Legacy on the Facebook page, the team page.
Oh, I never noticed that.
There's a tab on there, but all you have to do is download a free account at Dropbox.com.
Okay.
And Dropbox gives you a certain amount of like free space that you can have with them, and so you have to upgrade to a paid account. So you know, if you reach the cap, just use another email and, you know, keep downloading. The next section is register to attend events. In this business, attending events is super, super important. You know, not only do you get to be around fellow coaches, but it's just, you know, it recharges you. Because like I said, sometimes it's not always so easy. But when you're surrounded by other people that are on the same path as you, and you're ultimately all working towards ending the trend of obesity together, like that's an awesome feeling. So right now we have Coach Summit, which I twisted Reina's arm to come with me.
Oh yeah.
She's coming and we're leaving in like 2 weeks, and I'm not ready and I'm nervous, but that's this month, which is going to be awesome. It's the first time that it's in Nashville, Tennessee. It's usually in Vegas, which is awesome, but it's always crazy. Nashville, and it's going to be the biggest one ever. Like, it's going to be, I'm kind of scared of how big it is. But it's awesome. It's like 3 days of like just talking business and personal development. You get to work out with the trainers. You have live workutes. It's just an amazing experience.
Oh,
Yeah, like you should definitely get ready for next year. Yeah, because they're gonna this last year the tickets went on sale for this year at last year's summit. So just keep posted. We'll let you know, and it's usually like at a really deep discounted price. So we'll let you know when they go on sale, but that's something that you should definitely invest in. We have Super Saturdays, which are really important. They're done quarterly. The next
Elena's joining us on July.
Yes, great.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's awesome. It's gonna be epic because the CEO of Beachbody is gonna be there, Carl Deichler, and he is amazing. I was saying last night that I don't know if I have a crush on him or what. Like if you go on that YouTube, no, I don't have a crush on him. It's a joke. If you go on YouTube, the Beachbody YouTube channel, and you Google Carl Deichler, like you just hear him speak, like what he's doing, and like the way he's literally like trying to end the trend of obesity and help others. It's amazing. He's so charismatic, and he's gonna be here in New York because our market is growing, especially the Latino market is growing, and he wants to be here to represent. So it's going to be the best Super Saturday ever. So I'm happy that you're going to be
cool.
There's a big push right now to try to get the Latino community involved. Yeah. Like getting, they've from what I see so far, like even the 21 Day Fix, they started making it in Spanish now, right?
Yeah.
Like they're really trying to push in the Latino community, and it makes sense because there's a lot of obesity, diabetes, diseases in the Spanish
high
community.
Blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. They're actually, come here, Madeline, come here. They're actually, Autumn Calabrese, the creator of the 21 Day Fix, is coming out with a recipe, a cookbook. And they're working on.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
They're working on things catered towards the Latino market for that same reason, because like that sazon Goya and all that stuff is so high in salt. It's deadly. Mm-hmm. So guys, cut it out. And then the next thing is we have this little yacht thing. You see it says SS Beachbody.
Mm-hmm.
They have these trips. The company does yearly trips, basically to just say you guys are doing an awesome job. It's a Success Club trip. And, based on your business, you have the opportunity to earn the trip for free. So we just came back. We just came back from Mexico. I don't know if you saw that. I was there with Audrey and my another coach, Melissa. I earned the trip based on the business that I did and my Success Club points. I earned the trip for free. And all I had to pay for, and it was all inclusive. All I had to pay for was my flight to get there, and everything else was paid for. And it's awesome. Like the other trip, Summit, is business, but the Success Club trip, that's pleasure. Like they do workouts with the trainers, but everything that you do is on your time. It's just a Beachbody's way of saying you're awesome. Thank you. So that's something to work towards. Not only does hitting Success Club every month help you build your business and help you build your income, but it also helps you get the perks, which is nice. And Beachbody always does trainings, 3 vital behavior trainings. We had one not too long ago here in New York. So just keep, in the loop. And whenever they do that, make sure that if you can attend, that you're there.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Again, the second page is the coach action plan. I want you to take that and, print it out and sit there and give it some thought. Think about, like, why did you become a coach? Like what's going to drive you when times are tough, or when people are saying no to you, or maybe you feel like giving up. Like what is pushing you? For me, it's the fact that, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and this is my only source of income. You know, I started it off kind of like, oh my God, I need to make some money. And now, thank God, I've been able to, you know, build my business where I have a steady paycheck every week. And that's important to me. And this is something that I can do from anywhere. I can do from home. I can do it from the park with my kids. I feel like we're going to get kicked off any minute. So if we get kicked off,
if we get kicked off, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And whatever's left on the page, I can definitely continue going over with Elena.
And Elena, you know that I know Reina's awesome. She's there for you. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me too. We're all a team.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for the time, and sorry that the little ones are like.
Okay.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, before it kicks us off, we have less than a minute. Just think about, like, what your why is. And, like, if money was not an option for you, where would your life be in, like, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 3 years from now? Like, where do you envision yourself in 3 years if money was not an option? Like,
not in New York.
Well, that's something, you know, like this is something that you can build while you're here in New York, and it can lead you to other places. You know, start thinking about how many hours a day you plan to invest in this business, you know, realistically, and how you plan to fit that in. You know, do you plan on waking up earlier in the morning or going to bed late at night, or maybe doing it at your lunch hour at work, or, you know, start planning it, schedule your day so that, you know, you get stuff done, because consistency is key. And like I said, you know, depending on where you want to be in your business, we're here to help you get there. So if you're looking to make $50 a week, we can help you do that. If you're looking to make more, we can help you do that. And we, you know, we're a team. We all benefit from each other.
Thank you so much.
Okay.